Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to season number 8 of this Middlesex rebuild. 3 points off, I can't say immortality, but doing something good, winning the county championship. That would have been a real nice place to build. The Royal London Cup was an absolute shocker, but the Blast, we started to become a little bit of a beast. We are heading in the right direction. Our bowling attack is absolutely legendary. In the county championship, the last 3 years we've put up a 29, 21 and 26 bowling average. Economy rate's lower than 46. And last year we had a 3.42 economy rate. Add to that, we look at the T20 Blast. We just put up a 19 average, a 13 strike rate. Two of the best, well, it's the best season we've had. Bottom left is where you want to be. Low strike rate, low economy rate. So definitely heading in the right direction. And we need to go through our usual culling. We should have more money because we should have made more money. I'm going to hold on to Mandel even though he's not playing any cricket. Siggin's going to hold on as well. Lucas is going to go. Lean is a stud for us. He goes up to 48 grand, which is quite a lot of money. Stokes I'm going to hold on to. Even though he's not playing, he's in my thoughts. You're in my dreams. You're there when I don't want you to be. Bradshaw plays a bit of T20 cricket. Stubbs is the original GOAT of our team. Plus we've actually got money to play with. Everyone else is pretty poor. I think Chivers is going to get a contract based on one. He's got a second team average of 50. But also we need a backup keeper. Roth doesn't do anything. Barnes and Stewart can go. Ashton is going to stay. We played him early to his detriment, I feel. But you've got to know. You've got to know. Okay, so it does mean that in the market, Parry's on the line. Stewart, Barnes, Carlton. Barrett's still going. Are you playing much cricket? Yeah, I am, but I'm not doing anything. Greatwood. Remember how he lost his great for us? With the bat, there's not a lot. Normally you end up with some players that's averaging like mid-60s. And you're like, yep, this guy's going to be the GOAT. I think we need to look at Roth. He averages 44. He averages 37 in one-day cricket. But he's got a 181 average in T20 cricket. Only an average, 181 strike rate, 18 average. Probably Francis is probably the better player, 27 average, 113 strike rate. There's not a lot there. It's either Roth or Francis with the bat. With the ball, is there anything? Averaging 28, they're not good. They're not good. They're not good, bruv. The other thing is, I'm going to take Crow. So he averages 44. He's an opener. He averages 37 in one-day cricket with a century and a 160 strike rate. So Crow, Roth, Francis it is going to be. Oh, but I think we get lucky. I think we get lucky in the next round of players. This is quite incredible. Let's just have a look at batting. Nethercott averages 57 in T20 cricket. 30 and 40. Okay, maybe he's not that great. But there is another opener. Sutherland has got runs. Averages 46, 3 centuries. Goes into one-day cricket. Wood's probably the better player. What about Williams with the ball as well? He averages 28, 22, 16. It's not bad, but we can take him. We've got the funds, we can take him. Just in case we need another backup seamer. India go and snag the World Cup of ODI variety by a massive 178 runs from Pakistan. That is an absolute thrashing. As we prepare for our second season, life in Division 1, do have Durham and Notts joining us back in the top division. Warwickshire back-to-back wooden spoons as well. But can we do it? Can we go one step further than we did last year? It does want us to bring in Milligan. What did he do in second team cricket last year? Just the average of 49. Quite a reasonable performance. 2 centuries. Are we going to get anything better? Bradshaw with 4 centuries and 1,000 runs. Like, what are we missing? Also wants us to not pick Jacob, bat Leany at 3, which I can actually see some benefit in. I definitely can see some benefit in doing that. We don't need Stokes. We're going to go with Darcy with the ball as well. It's also picking Malik to open the batting for the season. Now, what did he do last year, second team cricket? He didn't really play. And did he play for us? 541 runs until I dropped him. For Ashton. Ashton's injured. Okay, that makes sense why he's in the team. So it is a bit of a chop and change. Milligan back into the team, Leaney at 3. Lost the toss, gonna bowl. Bloody hell. They get 336, but it's the way they do it. It's 32 between Baz the leader and Lintott at the end that's frustrating. Tom Coles at 22 years old now. He scores a maiden first class century. Pitch is okay. It's a 3 and 3, so average and average. And unfortunately for us, we're 92 runs behind. The batting absolutely capitulates. Hill and DeLeader go straight through us. Leafy Green strikes again. Another century for him. Century number 18 in his career. Not looking good. 3-5-1 to win. This is not the performance you want at the start of the season. We do get a fifer from Timms, who just continues to be the best bowler in our team, I think. 3-5-1. Pitch is now uneven. It's okay. If you can get in, Malik, you can score. Malik, 50 off 64. He's only gone and done it. He scored 100 off 121 balls. What a beautiful knock by Malik. That's a nice performance. 70 from Reed, 77 from Milligan. We cruise home in the end. Not the sort of game that I thought would go and win. Also interesting, Malik, 30 average now. How many centuries has he got to win? He's got 5 centuries. He's got more than Leaney from less games. But I hang my hat on Leaney every time. That's an interesting innings. 2-2-3 all that Derbyshire. Saunders, of our year 2 intake, bats really well. He's got a career average of 32. It's not actually that great. But they were smashing us around here. Their run rate was immensely high. But we got stuck into him. It got overcast. Platt took 5. Fortunately, we've got a bat now in the same conditions. Over to you, Malik. 225 run lead. That's a good effort. Malik goes back to back in terms of scoring some runs. He scores 59, 93 for Kelly. He missed out on back to back centuries. But all the top order score runs, De Caires and Platt put on 125, most runs in the innings. We do lose 3 hours, call it, for rain. And it may rain again. 2-2-5 lead. It's a very easy win by 9 wickets in the end. We get through them. They get 278. Jofra Archer was 76. Not the first time he's frustrated us. But it's not as easy as it looks because we've lost Darcy and we've lost him for 2 weeks. 399 career wickets. He's gone. I think Crayshaw's the guy I'm going to put the trust in. I like what he's done for us in the past. Lancashire it's going to be Jack Haynes, Dom Sidley, Keaton Jennings, Travascas is over there, George Garton, Saqib Mahmood. Hopefully, yes, we've got the better of batting conditions. Let's go. Good result, 181. All out. Crayshaw comes in, takes 4 for 34. Gives us a 55 run lead, day 2, session 2. It's not going to be easy, but we're definitely on the upper hand here. And it shows end of day 2, 149 for Norm, Malik and Kale, the team. Dynamic duo. Declarations come 3-4-8. We put on 150 for the first wicket, which is nice, and a 72 from Milligan. The story is 404 to win from pretty much 4 sessions. Surely we've broken the back of it. Yap bowls 10 overs, 5 for 13, breaks through them into day 4. Yeah, win by 236. It's a great performance. Yap, the star for me, that 5 for 62 was quite incredible, but Malik takes another man of the match for his 250s. Players to international duty, sir. What have we got? Darcy's back, so he can come straight back in for Crayshaw. And I think Sharp's going to be the guy. We could see if we could put some trust in one of these young kids. Like 19 and 18 averages are absolutely phenomenal. The thing with Sharp is he's playing international cricket, but he averages 40 in Test cricket and 40 in one-day cricket. Whereas if we went for like an Edmund, Peters, 60 wickets at 29. The economy rate's outrageous on Peters, though. That's a slight concern. I'm going to stick with Sharp. Does give us 3 left armers. I don't like that. I'm not going to stick with Sharp. I'm going to do it. We're going for Peters, who's left armour as well. Edmund then. He's got a 40 career strike rate, so he's a Darcy type bowler. Darcy's pretty good. Sharp. There we go. I've gone round in circles. We're back with Sharp. The rise and rise of Malik is something to behold. It's yet another 50. 2 50s. Is it 2 50s, 3 centuries to start the season, or 2 centuries, 3 50s? That, whatever it is, 2 centuries, 3 50s. What a start. Okay, 4-3-4's not bad at all. Malik with a ton. 50 for Kale again. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4 games straight for him with 50s. Leany with a 98 is quite nice. It's a good wicket. Well, the wicket's not that great, but the conditions to bowl in, this is the best. We've got an hour here in overcast conditions. 50-run lead. I think the decision to bring Sharp in was a bad one. 1 for 163 at a 5.63 economy rate. That is... It goes at almost 5s in Test cricket. Why didn't I look at the economy rate? I'm just thinking of strike rate every minute of the day. Okay, this is looking like match drawn. We get 253 with a Milligan 86. We try and score relatively quick, but we do lose early wickets. And it's uneven turning, but we're already near the end of day 4, session 1. We need something special, Sharp. We do it. We are absolute paw patrolling on a roll. Tim's with 4, Yap with 4, Sharp. Just not sure what you're doing there, mate. That's a great effort. We bowled them out in 62 overs. We go 4-0. Sharp out, Peters in. Still a left armour, but I'm okay with it. Annoying 331, 55-run partnership between Pennington and Parkinson really hurts you. We could have had him 280 all out at one stage. This guy, Matty Ryan, 90 years old, youth intake player that's come through. 5 centuries to his name. Only averages 31. He had a great day. 90 off 121. Batted beautifully. And again, just exacerbated the problems of trying to get through them. Shaheen Shah Afridi up first. Absolutely held together by Reed here. 171. He's got 16 centuries, an average of 43. Best bat in the team year in, year out, really. Jowl has been in horrendous form. Since that initial little burst at the start, he's not been very good. But here he puts on 92 with Darcy, 42 with Timms. Excellent effort to be able to take a lead. It is starting to turn a little more, Josh De Cares. I don't think we're going to win this now. We've been done again by the middle order. 164 from Ryan and Bushnell. Ryan with 106. That is an absolute career match for that young man. And Bushnell with 83 of the Johnny variety. 2 centuries. Averages 40. Good player coming in down the order for them. We had them dead for rights though at 5 for 137. So we've only got ourselves to blame. Uneven bounce. Turning pitch. Day 4, session 1. 283 to win. Advantage Durham. Oh my days. 2 overs remaining. 1 wicket left. Matty Potts is on a roll. He's got 3. Milligan, 71 off 150. Can we survive? Oh, we can't. We lose by 132. Deserve that. Bad bowling. And we also lose Yap. Do we gain anyone back? We do. We've got Crayshaw and Platt. So they're straight back into the lineup. And we go and lose to Sussex in an absolute poor performance by the team. We lose by 8 wickets. It's really not good enough. We enforced the follow-on after a Josh De Cares. Beautiful effort. They score 427. Again, frustrated by middle order stuff, and they bowl us out for 248 runs short. So we are going to make a couple of changes to the team, I think. What we're going to do is we're going to bring in Chivers. Jacob at 5. He put up a good strike rate last year of 146. Jow, Leany, Reed, Chivers at 6. And then with the ball, we've just got the usual kind of suspects for us. De Cares with the spin. Platt, Edmund, Crayshaw, Timms. We do have options. We could bring in a Siggins, not a good call. Lucas, not a good call. Sharp is good in this format. Played international cricket. 13 strike rate. Maybe this is the format that I bring him into. It's just where do you bring him in? That's quite often the problem that we're struggling with. He's going to come in and take the new ball. And we get off to a winning start thanks to Jowl finding a bit of form with 67 off 37. Crayshaw with 2, Sharp 1 for 37. Not really setting the world alight, but we beat Surrey. We are only a 4-star rated team, but this 4-star rated team started well. Kale 25 off 9. Leany 69. We scored 220 and bowl them out for 59. Sharp with 3 in the power play. Crayshaw with 5. That is an excellent start. We make it 3 from 3. 129 is all they can muster, Gloucestershire. Sharp with another 4. This is definitely the format for him. Kale 44 off 15. He scores at a 300 strike rate. Sharp, quite incredible. 8 wickets at 10 going at 6s. You can't win them all though. 180 here. Reed with a well-made 68. Puts on some good runs with Jacob actually. 56 in the middle order. But Glamorgan get home. Cushy with 79 off 50. And we also can't beat Somerset, who Coates scores 94 off 45. What a knock that is. And despite a valiant effort getting up to 190, we are just always behind the run rate. And despite 2 huge overs at the end, we can't cross the line. Platt's having a poor time of it, and we've got Yap back from international duty, so he is going to come in. Comes in, takes 4, as he does, but we can't knock off 147. Chivers and Crayshaw at the end trying to get us over the line, and they can't do it. We're 3 and 3. The skid stops. 167 for Hampshire, 4 for Crayshaw, but goes at 10s, but Jow gives us a knock at the top. 69 off 42 is absolutely brilliant. We win. We're 4 and 3. A little pause as we look to see what changes we want to make. Reed's only scoring at a 126 strike rate. How problematic is that? Scored at 140 and 145 the previous 2 years, so he'll come good. Leany averaging. The averages are great. Chivers is the one. He's only got a 119 average. I think I'm going to make the change. Chivers out, Barnwell in. He had a 143 strike rate last year. Also with the ball, everyone, that's last year. 2 players going under 8s. Yap slightly expensive. De Care's expensive, but he averages 11 with a 147 strike rate. I think that's invaluable. I can't believe we've not won this game. We've scored 204. Jow with a 60. Barnwell 35 off 19. And they knock them off. Flavin 82 off 46 takes them home. It's really touch and go whether we're going to make it through at the moment. We go back to first class cricket and we go back to getting absolutely thrashed by 5 times winners since we started the Save of the County Championship. Surrey, Hiradoy 100, Hurst 100, Clapton 100. They score over 400 in both innings and we lose by 317. Rained off against Kent, we get a point, but we also, for the first time, drop out of the quarter-final spot. I feel like we need a change. We've got really, really static here. Whew, 2 big changes are being made. Let's get out of bowling. Okay, so we have gone to bring in Lucas over De Care's. De Care's this year, although I've just been raving about his batting, it's going at 8.43, 20 average. I'm going to try something different. Lucas is a good T20 player. Peters is coming in for Yap. Yap started with a 9.85 economy rate. Can be expensive. We stop the slide again. Kale with a 50. Good batting, top 6. I'm really happy with that. We score 200 and we defend it. Lucas goes at under 8s, which is what he's employed to do. Peters takes 4. And Darcy and Yap's got on international duty, so making the move when I did was a good thing. Somehow we beat Surrey, 5-star rated Surrey, best team on the game. We only score 143. But the Craydog millionaire, 4 for 21, 3 for 1 for Lucas. I'm a goddamn genius. We're still out the playoff. And Kent have won by 8 wickets in a rain-affected game. They only had to score at 10s to get across the line. 61 for 2 off 6. That's a heartbreaking sort of game. We do scoot back to the championship and we do scoot back with a win. Kale with 89, Kale with 174, Leany with a random century. They don't happen very often. But we get across the line by 5 runs. Sharp with 4, Crayshaw with 4. It's a good win for us. We're still up there. We're in second. T20 blast time. 2 games to go. Playing against Essex, who are bottom with 1 point. We've got a plus 1.2 net run rate, which is the best we've ever had. We've just got to control our destiny. 2 games. 1 game to go. Essex bat well, score 156. Fulcher with 28 down the end. Zulks with runs as well. Also needs calling out. Lucas, since he's come in, has been absolutely brilliant. And we knocked them off in 13 overs. Kale with 76. Surrey lose to Somerset, which means at the moment we're in, but for these two spaces there's Hampshire, Surrey, Glamorgan, Middlesex all in contention, and we're playing against Glamorgan, who are in 4th and are currently through. So win and you're in, lose and you're in the mire. We've been thrashed. Surrey, we're not going through, are we? We've not gone through. We've absolutely bottle jobbed it on the final day. Net run rate, we were good, but a point was all it took for us to go out. Oh, that's disappointing. Hey, Batson, what are you doing all the way up there? Jow, 347 runs at 24, has had a good campaign. With the ball sharp, 27 at 15. Yep, very good. And Crashaw, 22 at 15 as well. Immensely good as well. But I think overall, not going through with that team and that bowling attack is a little bit of a disappointment. 2 new youth intake players as well, Lane and Amos. Lane averages 37, 53, 29. What sort of strike rates we're talking? Oh. I think he's a player because he's going to be around in the Royal London Cup. Amos is an all-rounder. Oh, this needs a little bit of looking at. 28 with the bat, 36 with the ball. It's not as good. His bat's as good as De Care's, his bowling's worse. It's worse in the other format, and it's even worse in T20 cricket. Okay. I sometimes wonder whether it's worth putting money into your youth academy because you don't get a lot back. Back to the championship. Back to losing ways again. We're struggling for consistency this year. 306 with Leaney scoring yet another 100. He's finding some really good form at the moment. And we take a 6-run lead, but we only score 215. Rashim Ravindra. Is he overrated on the game? He scores 5 for 89. Cracking player in real life. But they knocked them off 230 for 9 against our bowling attack. That's a hell of an effort from a bordering on relegated team Derbyshire. As well, 342, but we're bowled out for 158. Tom Hartley takes 10 in the game. We are struggling here. England-Australia Ashes are going on. Have we got players in the Ashes? Darcy and Yap with the ball. Yap taking 8 in the game so far. And we get absolutely Pocahontas by Yorkshire as well. 288 runs. Our bat has gone immensely cold as we prepare for the Challenge Trophy and trying to get a team together. It's a bit of a random team, this. A bit of an assortment, but we're trying a couple of things. One, we've got Lane in the team. He averages 53 in second team cricket in this format. And we're giving Amos a go, the young guy that's just come through. He's got a 60 batting average in this format. So I'm going to give him a run out. Keep Edmund and Timms in the team. Mandel and Lucas with the spin. And Amos is going to bowl. We're going to see what he's got. Does mean we're playing 2 spinners. Does mean a change. Does mean a change in fortunes as well. We win by 4 wickets. Mandel 3 for 31 from going at 10s. Let's not worry about that. But this is a good performance. Bowled them out for 203. Knocked them off for 6 down. 80 for Malik. Captain Malik. Lane with 52 on debut. There's no way we can pick 2 spinners in these conditions. Look at it. Really matter. We only score 189 and they knock them off with 17 overs to go. Ed Valath. Remember him? Yeah, absolutely smashed by Kent as well by 138 runs. And to the point we can't even knock off 200 against Hampshire. We really are a woeful team. Bowled out for 158 against Northants. Lose by 59. We're next to bottom. We are only a 2.5 rated team though. Get Stubbs back in, son. Amos averaging 6. That's not quite working out, is it? The ball's not too bad, to be honest. It says Mandel picks up a 6, but you still can't bat. You know it's bad when you lose to Essex, who are bottom winless. They get 275 and we're 238 all out. This is a disaster. Look at the batting. Sutherland's averaged 11. Bring in Ashton. It's like there's a massive water leak and you put some duct tape on it. Absolutely shocking. Amos has averaged 9. As Ashton comes in and scores 71 off 76, Malik with a 50, Stubbs with a 50, and we win against Lancashire last game of the season. We finish bottom. 4 points. Second worst team in the country. Okay, back to county championship action. Jow is averaging 27 on the season. I don't have to play him. I'm going to do that, I'm going to pick Stokes to come in. Leany can take the keeping gloves. Leany averaging 38 this year. Also, Platt and Crashaw both out on international duty. But we do have Darcy back, and we do have Yap back, which is a mighty fine place to be with my favourite opening duo act. Tim's 47 wickets at 36 this year, having a bad year. Edmonds come in, played 2 games. Going to stick with Edmund for a couple of games, see what he's got about him. Second team cricket, Stubbs absolutely demolishing it. He's scoring at a fantastic rate. So Stokes, he's averaged 98. So maybe we're making the right sort of move. Siggins averages 26, but I know he's not that good. Peter's excellent when he's playing, so Bowen. We go down to Somerset. A Reed, 208 not out, holds us together when we desperately needed it. 385. We take a 100-run lead. George Hill with 117 in the second innings. They need 376 to win in the end and do it. And really do it. Our bowling in the second innings of games has been deeply disappointing. Edmund out, Platt in, he's back from international duty. As Yorkshire win by 4 runs. We just can't get anything going. We need 348 to win and we can't get across the line. We get 50s from the top 4, but when they get stuck in, I want to say Min Patel. It is not Min Patel. Patel with 7, if anyone can remember. He takes 11 in the game. That's a hell of an effort. And we are on the precipice of relegation with 1 game to go. 13 points above Notts. We are playing Notts. Winner stays up away from home. That's good. 445. We desperately needed that. We desperately needed that. I had to check that wasn't Jaiswal. It's a different Jaiswal. Milligan, 128. He needed that. Career average of 34. Puts him up to 38 this year. First century of the season in the most meaningful game of the year. Follow on enforced. We're going for the kill. Darcy with 5. He's been on international duty throughout the year. What's he done? 6 wickets. He's played 2 test matches and taken all that time out. But for us, 34 wickets at 22. We don't win again, which is disappointing. They get 393. They get 100 from Delaney. They get 100 from Josh Bohannon. Does he continue to be good on the game? He does 3 centuries this year, 3 centuries the year before. Gets his quota and we have 3 overs to bat. We stay up. I think out of everything we've done so far, like so much of it we've expected to be bad. This I expected to be better. And particularly after 6 games when we're in the top 2, we just found a really, really bad run of form. We've not... KO 1,274 runs, Reed 1,273. Outside of those, we've been immensely poor. I actually think it's the bat that's really led us down this episode, guys. So we'll be back season number 9 next season. We still are, I believe, in a position where we need an opener. Drastically. Malik had a career year. 892 runs at 38. But he scored most of those in the first 4 games of the season and then didn't really score much. De Care's had a really off season. The ball's the problem. Tim's averaged 36. He's not a 30, and he went over 4 and over. He's better than that. Look at his career average. Yap was good. Darcy was good. De Care's was terrible. Again, look at his average. He averages 27, goes at 3.87. He's beat them on all accounts in a really bad way. And then the replacements that came in, none of them actually performed. Which, again, is deeply disappointing because I thought we might be better than that. Same with the ball in T20 Blast, really. De Care's went at 19s, 8.5. Tim's went at 9s. Sharp, 8.64. There's not a lot to like about that. Some of the batting was pretty good. Chivers didn't quite click, but Leany, Jacob, Reed, Jowl and KO, I think, all quite reasonable averages and strike rates. So that'll do it. We'll see you, Season 9, next time. We need to do better. We need 1 middle order, 1 opener.